What's up everybody, KingGBL here, and welcome back to some KingGBL League. Today we're going to be having a look at some more Psychic Cup action, and today we're going to be rocking with Bruxish. I decided to run Watergun Bruxish in the Psychic Cup, because I don't know about you guys, but I am absolutely sick of mother Claydol on every single mother team in the mother Psychic Cup. We're going to be countering this Pokemon with Bruxish with Watergun. This is more of a fun team. Of course, you know, having a look here, Malamar, super meta, Claydol, super meta. It's a 1485 CP. Best one I have. You just gotta make do with what you've got sometimes. I kind of realized that I'm not gonna use this Pokemon in Great League, Ultra League, anything like that. It's literally just for Psychic Cup. This cup comes around once a year. I was stressing out about getting good IVs, but I mean, who cares at this point? It's only for 1 week, I might as well just build one. Anyway guys, we're going to be checking out Bruxish in the Psychic Cup. If you do enjoy today's video, do me a favor, drop a like on the video. Subscribe, we have a special offer today. Subscriptions to the channel are absolutely free, go ahead and do so. It's very much appreciated, and let's hop on into the battles. So Claydol here, mother it all, it's going to slap down this bro like it's nobody's business. The opponent's using a cool moveset. They're on Scald. I do quite like the moveset, but I think actually, I think Surf is better. Opponent, I think you should actually be running Surf. But I do like the idea of Surf. I think it's quite interesting. 2 Brutal Swings don't knock out a Claydol. I think 1 Surf plus 1 Brutal Swing will do it. So if the opponents think like, oh yeah, I take 2 moves, no problem, you might be able to catch them off guard. And to be fair, Sludge Bomb's not really doing too much in this cup. Surf will be a little bit harder hitting against the Malamars, it probably 2-shots them as well. So I think I'll end up putting Surf and Brutal Swing on this Pokemon. Once I get my TMs back, I spend about 10 TMs on mother Claydol. I don't have any TMs left. This game's TM system is interesting to say the least. This is a really interesting matchup. You get to this move before they can threaten the Mega Horn. You can take a Body Slam, no problem. If you can call the Mega Horn, which they almost never send, you can basically get off 2 Surfs, or they can get off 3 Body Slams, and you can win the 1-to-1 shield. As you can see here, we get off the Surf on CMP time. We do win CMP in the Rapidash, despite how attack weighted it is. Bruxish, even more attack weighted. The opponent comes into a bro, and we're going to start slapping this boy. In comes the Malamar. We have our own Malamar. I'm going to go for Scorching Sands, because no matter what, I need to throw 2 moves. I could go for Shadow Ball, put it into like a slapdown range, but I just decided it's not really necessary. At this point, the opponent's in Hyper Beam range. It's always like a 50-50 if shields are up, whether to go for Hyper Beam or not. I do like chipping opponents a little bit and then going for Hyper Beam, because as you can see, Hyper Beam does not one-shot. Although of course the opponent's attack was debuffed, even still, you know, if you're on very high health, the Hyper Beam won't one-shot. The opponent comes in, gets a jab down, and I think we should be in a good position here. Even if the opponent's in Scald or Surf, we should live any move. We can let this move go, and I think after seeing the damage, the opponent recognizes GG's. We see the 10 research tabs popping up on the bottom, and that's good games well played. So like I said with Bruxish, you know, I get sick of seeing Claydol, and finally we do get it in the lead. I was seeing it in the lead an absolute ton when I was running a different team, of course, with a Slowbro lead. I was seeing just Claydol after Claydol in the lead, so I thought, you know what, let's put Bruxish in the lead. But I mean, of course, you guys know what happens. As soon as you put it in the lead, as soon as you switch the team, you no longer see the mother Claydols in the lead. So that was kind of the unfortunate part. It's like if you don't see it in the lead, you see it in the back. We go for the big Hyper Beam, the opponent lets it move through. Very, very happy with that, because we did chip it a little bit, and back in comes Claydol. We even make it to a last second move with Malamar. Malamar is so good in this cup. You can basically put this on just about any team. We come in with this, the opponent comes in with Chimecho. Chimecho teams have been kind of popping off a little bit. I've noticed these teams everywhere. That move should hopefully put them into slapdown range. I think I decide here to let this go. Shadow Ball me daddy. The opponent goes for the Psyshock. Not recommended against a Psychic type. We slap it the whole way down, or pretty much. We put this into Watergun down range, and this is absolute curtains for the opponent. We come in with the Watergun boy. We start wee-weeing it down, and this is absolute GG's. The opponent's trying to get a debuff or something here. Not really going to make a difference at this point. Scorching Sands coming in. We're going to Watergun the opponent to 1 HP. Let them know that the Bruxish is king of the Psychic Cup, and we will deliver the finishing blow to the Claydol. Anyway, hopping into the next one, we have a Chimecho lead. We can outpace to a Surf here. Waterguns are adding up, but as you can see, these yeah, it is Astonish. Astonishes are adding up. We're getting very low here just to get this move off. The opponent ends up taking it. And like, they pretty much always throw Shadow Ball, or in this case they should, right? They only make 1 move, so like, what's the point in that be it, bro? Not sure. They bring in a Slowbro. Okay. This is an interesting choice by the opponent. They do end up shielding the Scorching Sands, of course, looking to get off a Surf, a Brutal Swing, a Scald, who knows. They go for Brutal Swing here, we do easily take it. That was the underwhelming thing about Brutal Swing, as I mentioned yesterday. It doesn't 2-shot a Claydol, which kind of makes you think, like, what's the point? I decide here we'll come in with Malamar, just get an absolute filthy farm down. The opponent will make it to a dying move. The worst it can do is about 50%, right? Brittle Swing coming in, they don't make a second one, and we've got so much energy with Malamar. In comes Gardevoir. I end up just throwing this move right off. The opponent shields the first one. The opponent swaps out at the same time as me, expecting me to throw the move right away. We Water Gun it down into hopefully Foul Play range. Will this Foul Play be enough? This is for the 5-0, ladies and gents. Can we get the 5-0 here? We don't, unfortunately. The opponent lives on 1 HP, and that's good games well played. Actually, that was the 4th battle here. In the next one, we do have a Gardevoir lead. Gardevoir is really bad for Bruxish. You can just about win the zeros here with this. Bang, goodbye Gardevoir. That's kind of nice that we take swap here. And the opponent comes into a Rapidash. If the opponent sees a Galarian Slowbro lead, they just top left, I suppose. Very terrible team by the opponent here. Slowbro is not so uncommon that you would run ABI weak to it. The opponent full sends a Mega Horn, and the only thing that makes sense to be on this team is a Claydol. Basically, they need some sort of a hard answer to Slowbro. It has to be Claydol or Malamar. I'm thinking here, up energy with Claydol. With my own Claydol plus a Malamar, we should be able to win this match. The opponent comes into a Slowbro. What is this team? What is this team, dude? If you get a Slowbro lead, you literally lose. That's insane. Some of these teams can be crazy. To be fair, I'm messing around the 2300 elo mark. I'm not really up towards sort of good team elo, let's say. We're definitely seeing some interesting stuff here at the minute. We get a Malamar lead in this match. What I like to do against this is basically farm up to their Foul Play and then swap into my own Malamar. That'll basically put them into Hyper Beam range or double Foul Play range. Double Foul Play, arguably a little bit safer. A lot of times the opponents let it go, especially if you shield the Hyper Beam. Typically, what I've noticed is, whenever you try to catch a move, the opponents usually full send the nuke, so I do like shielding the first move. We still can take a Hyper Beam here if the opponent sends it. We can still get off a third Foul Play, and I'm just hoping here, because we've got this in the lead, maybe we have a Claydol in the back. That would be ideal. The opponent comes in with a Claydol. We're definitely staying right here. This is Bruxish's time. It's Bruxish's time, and in comes Chimecho. This is awkward. Maybe I should have chipped it with an Aqua Tail or a Psychic Fangs first, to either debuff its defense, or of course, do heavy damage with Aqua Tail, get the opponent's shield. I think that might have worked out pretty fine. What I end up deciding to do is let that go. We end up getting off a move right here. We go for another Aqua Tail. I think had I used my energy with Bruxish against the Chimecho when it first came in, I think we definitely would be in a good position to win this, because as you can see, at this range they can just slap us the whole way down. We do get off a dying Aqua Tail. Is this going to be enough to knock it out? Unfortunately not. The opponent survives in very low health. It just goes to show you though that this Pokemon does absolutely destroy Claydol. Even in those positions, you can do so much damage. It's actually insane. Now once again, Rapidash lead. We're just going to call the move basically. Like you can shield it, but I don't think there's really that much point, especially if you get a shield off the opponent. You just let this through at this point. Now what I sometimes will do is, the opponent actually goes for the extra, which is perfect. If the opponent shields, I might shield to get both shields off the opponent. The opponent just gives me both shields, so I'm pretty happy with that. We come in Claydol, the opponent comes into Malamar, and I basically try to chip it into Hyper Beam range and come into my own Malamar. I decide to call this move. I've got 2 shields off. The opponent goes for the Hyper Beam. I'm pretty fine with that, because we will outpace to the Hyper Beam here before they get to the next Foul Play. The opponent has a Rapidash lead, and I just think like Claydol with shields up or energy up just beats basically everything in this whole meta. So I'm like, right, fine, that's perfectly fine by me. It is time for mother Claydol with 2 shields. Rapidash comes in. We respect the potential Mega Horn. I'm expecting this to be a Body Slam. The opponent does go for the Body Slam. What I do here is CMP the move, meaning that they cannot get both of my shields. The opponent comes into their own Claydol, and that's GG's. So sometimes it's better just to throw your move. If the opponent's got like a ton of energy, which the opponent had, they could have went for the bait and then went for the move. It's better to CMP them straight away, even if you lose CMP, meaning that they only get off 1. In that match, I only had to give up 1 shield to get rid of it, and that was basically what was able to win me the match. The opponent actually takes the Aqua Tail here. Again, you can sort of let this go. I think if they take it, they sometimes do full send. Either way, we would have had to have shielded up one of these Body Slams, so it's perfectly fine shielding here. We farm it the whole way down. It's kind of awkward, like if you don't see the Claydol in the lead, your Bruxish tends to get extremely low. It kind of sucks if you don't see the Claydol in the lead, because like Bruxish with Water Gun, it's not exactly a meta for it. Like it can do very fine into everything. It does very fine into the Rapidash if you call a move. Of course it destroys the Claydol. It would absolutely obliterate a Victini. It has some okay matchups there, but it's not on the same level as Claydol, Malamar, Rapidash, and the other top meta Pokemon. Anyway guys, once again we have the Malamar Mirror, pretty common in this cup, you're going to see this a lot. Again, it's a 50-50, like, you need to throw a Hyper Beam plus another move anyway. Like, no matter what, you're going to have to throw 2 or 3 moves. So, like, if I can, I do like to chip them into Hyper Beam range and just go straight Hyper Beam. If not, you know, you can go for... Hyper Beam is a little bit better. Like, if you land a Foul Play, they can live a second Foul Play. So Foul Play plus Hyper Beam is the way to go. To finish out this battle, we have Claydol versus Claydol. We take that move, and we slap them down into Water Gun down range. This is GG's, we get a few Water Guns through. Keeping the low health Bruxish helped us out there. And in the next one, we get a Malamar lead. Once again, we do go for the catch, the opponent does not fall for it. We've put them into Hyper Beam range. We've talked about this a few times already. I do like shielding the Hyper Beam at times because I think it can... It's a big move to shield, right? Like, it's a lot of damage I just shielded. That's 99... Well, not 99, like 95% of my health that I just shielded there. That's not a bad shield. The opponent comes in immediately to Rapidash. If you can, try to Hyper Beam the Rapidash. It'll absolutely one-shot them. They can take a foul play, as you can see. Oftentimes, they do no-shield the first move, so I do like full-sending Hyper Beams if possible. In this case, though, I just wanted to get off some energy on the Rapidash. Perhaps put it into, like, slap down range, water gun down range. Put it in a position where Claydol or my Bruxish can deal with it. If opponent gets off a move here, I think this could be a Mega Horn. But we do let this move free. We're trying to sweep with the Bruxish as much as possible here. So you're going to see like some of the choices I'm making in these battles are not the correct choices. I'm just trying to showcase Bruxish. I want to like try to see what the potential is of this Pokemon. We do get to 2 moves here, which is nice. I get off the Psychic Fangs in this case. Bang. This is going to lower the defense. And we actually farm them the whole way down. We're going to get a few more Water Guns free on the Rapidash, putting it perfectly into range for a slap down. And that's GG's. In this cup, there's a lot of free turn moves, so it is very, very nice having a 1-turn move that just does crazy damage to Pokemon here. We get a Behem in the next match, or however this is pronounced. I think I throw in slightly less optimal timing. I think I done 13. If I done 14 here, I think I would have knocked out the opponent before they got off this move with the Bruxish. Again, that's the benefit of 1-turn moves, right? You can basically snipe Pokemon and just destroy them. We get off. Oh, we don't get off the foul play here. That's really unfortunate. We bring in the Slap Up Boy. We're going to try to slap this down, and this game is amazing, guys. For some reason, I get a 1-turn bring in, and that means I don't get the slap through, meaning that the opponent can actually just simul KO me here, and that's GG's. This game sucks sometimes, man. Last night, I was getting a lot of 1-turn bring in. It's been a big issue at the minute, and in the next one we have another Rapidash lead. Rapidash definitely a super common lead. So my overall thoughts about Bruxish here, I think it's a cool Pokemon. I think Water Gun is interesting tech. I don't think it's a hard meta for it. I do think if you get it on a Claydol, it absolutely cooks it. I have seen a lot of teams with Rapidash lead and Claydol safe swap, so I think what you could try to do is go for G-Bro lead with Bruxish in the back, and maybe your own Claydol. I think that team could absolutely cook, actually, the more I think about it, because they swap in the Claydol, you come in, just start wee-weeing the life out of it, and get a ton of energy with your own Bruxish here. Just farm it the whole way down, come up with multiple moves, and you're just in such a good position. By having Bruxish in the lead, you're going to have to deal with things like Malamar, you're going to have to deal with Rapidashes, the occasional even Gardevoir. You're going to be seeing a lot of Pokemon that's not exactly amazing for Bruxish, but I think maybe if you were to put it in the back, use it as a counter swap for the opponent's Claydols. I think that could be just cooking, bro. I think you could have a really good time with that. The opponent gets off a foul play, we can take one here, slap that boy down, and back in comes Chimecho. This is looking a little bit tricky here. We're getting very low health here on all of our Pokemon. I think we're okay here. We get them down to 1 HP. I just need this one Psycho Cut to knock it out. I think the opponent's got 2 Psyshocks, or maybe 1 Psyshock plus a ball. That one move does knock them out. We're never going to see it, and yeah, that's good games. So Bruxish here, definitely very fun. I do recommend it if you're trying to just mess around, have a little bit of fun, trying to destroy Claydol and stuff in the cup. If you don't have a Claydol of your own, and you just want to target it and destroy it, Bruxish with Water Gun can be really fun, and I do recommend it for that. For sort of climbing and meta, I don't necessarily recommend it, but we're going to hop into a few bonus battles here. I decided to switch up the lead to Rapidash. I wanted to use something a little bit more meta. Big shout out to Darryl. He was basically using this Pokemon and using it to get shields in the lead. We full send the Mega Horn! The opponent shits their pants. Okay. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Body Slam coming in. I just called a move. With Rapidash in the lead, I was basically using it to get shields off the opponent, or get switch advantage, right? Get the opponent's first Pokemon low, get a slap down with Claydol, or Psycho Cut down with Malamar, and basically set up Claydol to sweep the match. I think this type of strategy can be very powerful in this cup. Claydol is by far the most powerful Pokemon here, so I think if you're able to do that and set up Claydol to sweep, you're in a very good position. The opponent comes into their Malamar. I decided to chip it with Scorching Sands, because a one-shot ball does not knock it out anyway. We get the debuff here, which is great, and put them into Hyper Beam range. We can take any one move here. You know, I could shield this move because it will be a Hyper Beam. It still does a lot of damage, but I'm just like, whatever, bro. I can go for my own Hyper Beam. I can easily take that move. And again, like, these 2 Pokemon with shields up just beat basically everything. Unfortunately, the opponent gets off a last second move. And because the opponent's staying in here, I think, okay, we'll just keep this alive. The opponent comes into Chimecho. This is getting actually really close. That was maybe a bad shield. I do Toon Swap here, which means that I don't take the second Astonish. And it means that I can potentially try to get to another move. It's going to be hard. That almost one-shots me. My terrible IVs are coming into play here. We do farm it the whole way down, just about. And we're going to be able to make a foul play on the opposing Malamar. In the next battle, we have a Person of Culture here with Bruxish lead. The opponent brings in Chimecho. And if they go for the Chimecho safe swap, I tend to just stay in. Malamar destroys Bruxish anyway, so it's basically fine. Threaten the big move. Just beat it for the Body Slam. They normally throw this move exactly here every time. I think this opponent lets this move go, which is pretty good. We're full sending the Mega Horn. This will absolutely one-shot the Chimecho. Bang, goodbye. And back in comes Bruxish. So we're up shields. We've got the Malamar on this. Malamar destroys Bruxish, like I said. You basically one-shot it with foul play. This is a very, very dominant matchup here. Peace out, and we're going to see what's in the back. The opponent comes into Gardevoir. We come into the Slapper here, and I think the opponent recognises we're going to get off 2 moves. One with the Claydol. Malamar still makes a move, and yeah, it's going to be basically game over for them. Anyway, everybody, thanks for watching. Drop a like in the video, subscribe. Watergun Bruxish was super fun. It's not a meta Pokemon necessarily, but it has a decent role in this meta. It can do very well into certain matchups, and I do recommend trying it if you want to mess around. Destroy Claydols. If you're sick of looking at mother Claydol in this cup, you could definitely run this and just have a blast with it. I do think I recommend running it in the back, so do consider running like a Slowbro lead with maybe a Bruxish and either Malamar or your own Claydol in the back. I do think that would be quite a decent team. Anyway guys, have a good rest of your day, and I will catch you all next time.